All right, what's the best way to stop drinking alcohol? Well, first of all, it depends on who you ask, and then the answers are, you're most likely to get that it varies from person to person. So logically, there's only one way for me to stop drinking, and that's don't put any more of the stuff in your mouth, right? It's a simple decision in that there are only two options, right? Keep drinking or stop drinking. And once you make that decision to stop, it's what you do next that's going to define where you go from there. But life in general is the same thing, right? Where you go from there, I think, depends on the outcome that you want as much as anything else in this planet. So it all depends on your expectations, your self-confidence, your level of self-belief, which are things that you can find for yourself and you can build for yourself. Now, if you don't know me, I started this journey on 2nd of January 2013. I had my last drink of alcohol the day before, and I've just passed my first decade of clear thinking, right? And what a journey it's been. Now in this video, I'm going to outline some of the very effective strategies, very effective general strategies that you can adapt to your own situation. All right, the first tip is to set specific, achievable targets and track your progress. As I said before, stopping drinking alcohol is the beginning. It's not the goal, it's the beginning. And it's a good idea to set yourself some reasonable targets. 1 day alcohol free, 1 week alcohol free, 1 month, and so on. You know, even when you're preparing, you know, you can set yourself targets to reduce the amount of alcohol that you're consuming, right, every day. However, long term, your target should be set up so that your life is progressing, right? You're moving towards that best possible version of yourself, whatever that means for you. The second one is find alternative, healthy coping mechanisms for stress, anxiety, boredom, all those things. There's a lot of stress associated with just drinking alcohol, and realistically speaking, you're still going to have a lot of that stress still hanging around once you stop. It's not a magic bullet stopping drinking. Plus, change is stressful, right? You don't want to go back to alcohol, so it's important that you have alternative ways of coping lined up already. For example, try exercise, meditation, have something creative that you can do. Walking is a big release, writing is a big release for me. How many things I did in the beginning, right? Too many, but that's another story. No harm, just stick to what you enjoy in the beginning. Number 3, find a support system such as therapy groups, therapy itself, someone else who is sober and understands the journey that you are on. For example, join a support group. I wouldn't recommend AA because I don't like their principles, I don't like their philosophy, but that's me, right? I do think that it's important to find people who are on the same wavelength as you, right? People who see this journey in the same way, they see the positive outcome. They're looking to improve themselves and get as far away from their old alcohol thinking as possible. That is pure gold when it comes to trying to get rid of the alcohol in terms of motivation. Next one, avoid triggers such as social situations or big stressors in your life. For example, you can avoid going to bars, parties, anywhere where alcohol is being served. Same can be said of triggering people. There's a lot of energy vampires, so avoid them. You can't avoid all triggers, but just do your best. Number 5, focus on a bit of self-care. We always encourage our clients to think about the potential that they're opening up for themselves in the future. You know, in the beginning, it's just good to concentrate yourself on looking after yourself, right? Do the things that you know you'll enjoy. Eat well, eat healthy, eat as healthy as you can anyway, and prioritize getting good sleep or at least plenty of rest. Next one, practice mindfulness and self-management techniques. Again, you know, you're feeding into the theme of looking after yourself. You have the opportunity to feel much better than you have done in a long time. So it takes a bit of work, it's bit by bit. A good example of this is mindfulness, maybe deep breathing or yoga or progressive muscle relaxation. That's a good one. My best stress management is just out here walking in nature. It hits all the buttons for me. Next is just educate yourself about the consequences of your old alcohol use habit, right? Counteract all the false positive reinforcement that you've been getting, all that stuff that's been loaded into your brain over the years. Plus, it's going to help you to see the confirmation biases that are probably keeping you from seeing the truth over all these years as well. So read books, articles about the effects of alcohol on your body and on your mind. We've got a lot of videos about the negative aspects of alcohol use and the consequences just here on the channel, so have a look at those. Next one is reward yourself regularly for avoiding the alcohol. You know, reaching important milestones. It's important. You know, this is part of the journey, it's part of the process, part of you giving yourself rewards for the blasting open your potential. Treat yourself to a special meal, go somewhere very special for reaching a goal. I love movies, so I always treat myself to an old movie or go to the cinema. I buy books. For those special rewards, I tend to nerd out on a camera or other piece of techie kit or something like that. Next one is plan and prepare for potential challenges and slip-ups. You know, you're going to know some things are going to happen in advance, right? So hopefully you've got some knowledge to prepare yourself for those things. You can also have a general plan just for the things that you don't know specifically, but you know that they're going to allow you to even escape from those triggering situations. Getting the hell out of there, you know, that's a good option for me. The next one is seek professional help if you need it, right? You know, you might need medical detox. Most people don't, but you know, some people do. That's just it. If you need it, get it. You know, you might need help to build your new life after you get sober. We've got a free course down below with a personalized plan of what you should do in that case. Free beginner's guide. Have a look at it. Please remember though that everyone's journey is unique. We all have to start out the same way, keeping the alcohol out of our mouths. When you're working out what's best for you, it's vital to think about what's best for you in the long term, not just in the short term. So take care of yourself, keep the alcohol out of your mouth, onwards and upwards. Bye now.